About a month ago, His Excellency the Governor Gordon Weatherall released a statement on plans to tackle the recent spike in armed robberies and other violent crimes here in the TCI. In that release, he presented 3 proposed plans to do just that. The first was the launching of Operation Alpha 2, also strengthening penalties of gun-related crimes, and lastly pursuing short-term assistance from British police. Today, in a press conference held at the Hilly Ewing building, Governor Weatherall welcomed the group of 4 officers and forensic specialists and the Deputy Assistant Commissioner of Police of the London Metropolitan Police in charge of the group during their time here, Sue Akers. The governor expressed gratitude to the team for accepting the challenge of assisting the TCI police and made clear their actual duties while here.
I'm particularly glad that the Home Office in the UK Government Department which is responsible for policing, and the Metropolitan Police were able to respond so quickly and positively to our request for this short-term support, and they'll be here to investigate unsolved cases of help investigate unsolved cases of violent crime, including murder and armed robberies.
The team will only be here for the next 3 to 4 weeks, and according to Commissioner of Police Edward Hall, there are about 8 unsolved crimes police officials are hoping this team can assist in solving. He stated that all those cases are considered priorities. After welcoming the team, reiterating their duties, and thanking members of the Royal Police Force for their continued efforts to fight crime, Hall sent a bold message to those in the community who are engaging in violent crimes.
I'm going to use this opportunity also to urge those persons who are in possession of illegal firearms to do the sensible thing and turn those weapons in while the amnesty is in place. To those persons who are determined to break the law, I encourage you to desist. We in law enforcement are determined to make it difficult for you. We have more than ever the support of law-abiding citizens throughout our community, throughout the community we serve, and it is our intention to bring you to justice.
One of the major issues that the Turks and Caicos Islands police force is being faced with at the moment is limited resources. His Excellency the Governor explained that the FCO is funding the temporary assistance of the special team, and an increased allocation for the Royal Turks and Caicos Police Force will assist with those issues.
The presence of the Metropolitan Police officers here now has been funded by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, but we have increased within the TCIG budget the allocation to the police against a very difficult, as you know, public financial background, in order to enable us to do a number of things, including the new recruits at the college. As the Commissioner mentioned, the first batch will be graduating in the middle of December of this year. Second batch will be beginning in February of next year. That same resource will also help us, I think, to have the radar station up and running early in the new year. It's also there to fund the 4 other British police officers specialising in crime detection and community policing who've been here since June. There are patrol cars that the police are acquiring. All of these are additional costs for the police force and will be funded within that increased allocation.
According to Deputy Assistant Commissioner of Metropolitan Police Sue Akers, who also gave remarks and introduced members of the investigative team, all 4 members have much experience in the field and have together solved about 400 crimes. News 4 spoke with Akers shortly after the press meet, and she explained that the team will assist in areas they can and will also try to seek ways to provide tips on strengthening the TCI's police force.
They're coming here as Metropolitan Police officers in their own right, as a separate faction to look at. So they're not actually going to be attached to any particular department. They are coming in to look, to review, to scope, and then to report back to see what, as you heard the Governor say, see what skills need to be built.
We also got brief introductions from all 4 members on their background and areas of specialty.
Gail Granville, I'm a detective sergeant. I've been a detective for 12 years and I've also got a background in homicide and serious crime. And it's a pleasure to be here.
Clyde Lucy, crime scene major. I've got 35 years experience in forensic science with the Metropolitan Police. The last 10 years I've been attached to homicide teams. My role is to run a forensic team at a murder incident and to be the advisor to the SIO in any murder inquiry.
Hello, I'm Andy Rees. I'm a detective inspector. I work with the Metropolitan Police. Currently work on homicide. Coming up to 28 years service with the Metropolitan Police. A lot of that is criminal investigation. Not only have I investigated murders, I've also spent quite long periods of time working at inner city areas in London, which include Borough of Lambeth and Brixton. So I'm quite used to dealing with robberies, burglaries, and looking forward to the challenge and seeing what we can do for you guys.
Detective Superintendent Mark Kendoner spoke to News 4 and said that he specializes in homicides and serious crimes. He has been a senior investigative officer for over 8 years and has personally solved about 50 murders. He stated that the team is in no way arrogant about the challenge, but has instead come with a mandate, and that is to help solve unsolved crimes.
We hope to visit them all, your CID, your specialist crime investigation team, your scenes of crime teams, because we're not coming across arrogantly thinking that we've got all the answers. We're used to operating in a highly resourced big city with over 7 million people with very different problems. So what we want to do is bring our skills and expertise. We're privileged to be asked to come and help you, but we want to listen to your needs as well. So really it's working together with those various departments and see what we can genuinely offer. It's not a case of just coming and saying that our hat fits everybody. It doesn't. We recognise that.
The team will take the next few days to do research on cold cases as well as recent crimes committed on the island in order to effectively carry out their task. For WIV4 News, I'm Amanda Miller.